Everyone, welcome back to Jamie's Hack Shack. Today we're going to be going over the day 6 of Pie Hut's Let It Glow Advent. Make your Advent count.
Yep. I notice how those LEDs have 4 legs instead of 2. You know why that is?
No.
Because those are RGB LEDs.
We're going to go ahead and clear our board and then start fresh.
Is it completely ripping everything out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Besides this.
I see. Hook them two almost. That's how these LED strips work and stuff. Like whether like you had on during the Christmas parade, maybe I'll show a picture of that. You're marching with the RGB. That was kind of fun. So what code do we have here?
All right. So right here, we're first going to import that time thing that we did before. And now we're importing pins, which means, let me see. Let me check a little bit. Yeah, no, for the pin number. Yeah, right. For the pin number, where the LED is, and then how many LEDs we have. We're only using one right now.
Yep.
And so we're making that NeoPixel.
And NeoPixel is a whole library for dealing with these RGB LEDs.
And so we're using fill to fill the LED with the blue color since it's GRB.
Yeah,
255.
So the first two are 0, and we're doing max on the third color, which is blue in this case, right?
And then using right sends the color data to the LED so it will display.
So if we plug this in, and you send that code, we should see a blue light, right? And I don't think we can turn the lights off to see that that's blue, right? All right.
So in the second activity, we're using different colors than just the regular green, red, blue. So we're just doing the same things before importing our pins, importing our NeoPixel, defining where that LED is. But now we're making some color variants. So we're setting each of these colors that we made up to a combination of green, red, and blue based on intensity.
So you can just reference it by name and not worry about those numbers.
And they went ahead and did this for us because, like they said, that it's kind of difficult to make a combination. And then what we're doing the same thing is we're filling it with, our color. Yeah. And then we're using right to send that data to the LED. So I think that this is kind of boring just doing green. So how about we try one of the other colors? Let's try a unicorn. Wait.
What color is that? I guess we'll find out.
It looks to be a very blue.
All right. Send it. Let's see what it does. What color does that look like to you? Is that kind of...
It's a bunch of different colors.
I can't. Is it changing?
Oh,
it's changing color.
Oh, wait. We might want to turn off the light.
It almost looked like the other one. Can you tell it that more there or turn that one off too? Let's see.
Where's that?
There
we go.
So what does that look like to you?
It looks like a combination of like a pink and a blue.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's pretty.
All right. Now let's move from the box. So now what we're doing is we're doing the same thing as usual, making our color variables. And now we're making a list.
So we've done that before.
And so now we're using our while true loop to iterate through the colors in the list. And then we're gonna, fill the LED with that color, then write and send that data over, and then use the sleep function that we've used before to have a little pause before it moves on. And then this is just gonna keep on going for all the
colors in the list.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
Send it. Whoa, disco. That's pretty cool.
Let's try and make it take a little long.
So now you've added a little bit more of a delay and that slowed it down.
So now we can see it really iterating through every color on that list.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
What do we have next here?
We're using the same things that we did before, but this time we're not using any pre-assigned values or variables. This time we're using a for loop to go through the range 255, which is the maximum for our GRB settings, and we're going to just change the first green. The green.
So that's just going to be an intensity then. It's just going to
It's
go
gonna
dim to bright
green.
and then kind of cycle over. Does it set to 0?
It's just going to keep on going up.
Well, when it comes up to the top again of that, it'll strip back to 0, right? When it starts the range thing over again. And we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, let's just see.
All right. Whoa, yeah, it's kind of like a little beacon, huh?
And so it's just getting more intense because it's quickly going through 0 to 20, 255. So it's just getting more intense.
Yeah.
Now let's try and put it in reverse.
Oh, so it's going to start out, this time is it going to be bright and then get dimmer?
And so here's that plus. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're using our while true, fry and range, going up, and then fry. Then we're using our reverse.
So it's gonna get bright and then go dim instead of like starting over, like it's gonna back down.
Yeah, so let's see then we're using reverse like we used it to go as a couple of.
So right now we're having that moment of like where it's kind of off. We're not gonna have that now. It's just gonna fade. It's gonna go out, right? But now it's.
And so this one
is it red when it fades?
It's addressing the second,
which is red, right?
Which is red. So
it goes bright green, bright red, then down. Interesting.
And then it just keeps on going.
Oh. I know sometimes you say that stuff is nerdy, but isn't it fun? It's kind of cool. And I love like code that makes hardware do stuff. It's a little more exciting than just something that counts, right?
All right, now we're going to get on second LEDs. Don't mind if I turn the light back on.
All right, let's get them back on here. So we got our second LED. Should we turn it off if we're messing with the circuit? All right, there's your LED. I'll unhook this for you.
I believe that's the way to go.
Okay.
We're gonna reference our 2 pins, and so we're gonna do our first LED. So this is gonna come first, gonna turn green, then we're gonna send that, then sleep, then we're gonna turn that off, fill it with 0, all zeros all around, and then we're gonna send that data over. And then we're gonna use the second LED and do that reverse thing that we did before with our green. So it's gonna start at the top and then get smaller, and then it's gonna repeat the whole loop.
Okay. Should we go lights out before you hit send?
So it's kind of like passing it along.
Oh, that's cool. So that's like a basic 2-pixel animation.
So today we learned about, we used new LEDs, big fat ones. And we learned about RGB colors and how RGB LEDs can also be GRB. And then we created a circuit with those. And we learned how to use the NeoPixel library, which works with LEDs. And then we reused skills like lists, our range function, and for loops, and assigned some colors to some variables, used while loops, and we used that reverse function. We're also able to use 2 different LEDs for one thing, or 2 LEDs, and do 2 different colors. And I think that's pretty cool.
So that wraps up day 6, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be back with day 7 soon. And yeah, we will see you then. Hopefully we got to do something fun. Thanks for showing me how this all worked. This is pretty cool.
All right.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.